Hello, everyone. Welcome on this beautiful Monday evening. How are you guys doing? My Monday has been good. I really had a good day today. I didn't um, do any shops today, but I woke up on the right side of the bed, ate a good breakfast, and just chilled the rest of the day, fixed some dinner, just a relaxed day. Read my devotionals and meditated. Like, my gosh, today was a good day. Today was a good Monday. Good Monday. And I hope y'all had a good Monday. Hope y'all did too. Um, so, as you guys know, yesterday, Good Girls did not come on. Um, Yesterday, because of the Oscars. I didn't know what was going on, but someone told me in the comments that it was because of the Oscars. And I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. So that is why Good Girls didn't come on yesterday, but they will come on Sunday. And so this is not a Good Girls review. Nope, I'm like, today is Monday. I usually review on Mondays. I don't want to leave y'all without a video on Monday, so I was like, let me just, throw a video out there for y'all. And I was like, you know what? Let me review Siesta Key, because Siesta Key is literally coming up in a couple of weeks. It comes back May 12th. So I will be reviewing that, and that will be added into the lineup. So we're just going with Siesta Key. But also, like I told you guys on Friday, um, I will be alternating between both Siesta Key and Animal Kingdom, the old season of Siesta Key, the first two seasons, and then Animal Kingdom. So I'll be alternating between those two shows on Fridays. But I'm like, Monday, you know what? Siesta Key coming up, so let's talk about Siesta Key. Let's review it. So we're going all the way back. Okay, we're putting the car in reverse, and we're going all the way back to season 1, episode 2. We need to talk about Chloe. Now, if y'all been watching my Siesta Key reviews, if y'all haven't, season 3 is on the channel. Okay, go to the playlist and you'll see Siesta Key there. All of season 3. I'm not a fan of Chloe. I'm not a fan of her. I'm really not. She has a mouth on her that needs to be popped, and it happened in this episode. Okay, but Chloe is not my favorite. Okay, just plain and simple. She's not my favorite. Um, you look beautiful. You're pretty on the outside, but you just have an ugly personality on the inside, and you need to work on that. So no, Chloe's not my favorite. So let's talk about Chloe and her mouth. So this is season 1, episode 2. We need to talk about Chloe. So you guys remember in episode 1 that I reviewed, last episode, last scene was that Alex FaceTiming Chloe and her having her nose bandaged up. And come to find out, she tells him that Amanda is broken in 2 places. Her nose was broken in 2 places, and because of Amanda did that. She said Amanda was calling her a spoiled brat and saying that nobody likes her, just yelling at her. And she tells her that tells Alex that Amanda has been talking, behind, Chloe's back to Brandon, because, Amanda, likes Brandon. And you know what? Amanda was like, you know what, I'm sick of your mouth, and whacked her multiple times in the nose. So that's what happened. And the next day, we see Chloe is on her way to the doctor's office. Her mom's driving her to the doctor's office because she's about to have surgery on her nose. And Chloe's mom can't believe, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Amanda would do this. Well, yeah, Mom, she did, okay? Like, she hasn't reached out to me or nothing. Are you serious? She hasn't reached out to you? No, Mom. She pulls out her phone and she goes to her messages with Amanda. Nothing. Amanda has said nothing to her. And so her mom is still, like, shocked that Amanda would do this to Chloe. And so then we see Amanda meet up with Juliet, and she tells her what happened, saying that they were in the Uber and Chloe pushed her first, and Amanda was like, look here, you put your hands on me, I'm gonna put my hands on you back. And then she whacked her. She said she whacked her about 4 times, and you know what, it is what it is. And they said, like I said before, Brandon, Juliet and Amanda, they talk about how Brandon doesn't really like Chloe because of her personality, and it's like how dominant she is, and like they're saying how he wouldn't like that, and it's like how I mentioned it in the beginning, like she's, a pretty girl, she is, but her personality is so ugly, and it's like you need to fix that. You need to fix what's on the inside because that inside is ugly. That personality that you have is ugly, and you need to fix that. And so they talk about the situation, and then they also bring up Alex and how Juliet, is starting to talk, like him again, but she's like taking it slow, and it's like she was all up on him at his birthday, but she's like, you know what, I'm just taking it slow and just having fun right now with me and him. Um, and then we see Madison and Kelsey, they meet up and they get to know each other more because at the party they really didn't, get to know each other except for the hay. And so Kelsey tells Madison, yo, her coming from Missouri, Midwest, and coming out to California. I mean, not California. Nope. Florida is a culture shock, and how she's only been there for 6 months, and it's like she's with Garrett, and it's like everything's great, and just talking about all that. But then also Madison talks about Alex and how she met him, how long they were together, and just getting to know each other and blossoming into what is now a good friendship because you can see that they are really good friends, outside of the show. So that right there developed into a beautiful friendship, what it is today. Um, and then they also talk about how this group is and how you think you're not excluded in a drama, but it sucks you right in. It's a lot. The group is a lot. Um, Polly, Alex, Juliet, and Juliet's friend, they're at Alex's house and they're talking about the party. And they talk about Madison and how um, Juliet, I don't want to say she keeps bringing up Juliet, so, I mean, she keeps bringing up Madison. So either you're kind of irritated at Madison or you're kind of jealous that she has this relationship with Alex, but she keeps bringing up Madison, and Alex talks about how, yeah, well, she knew me before I moved into this house, and we've known each other for a long time and in high school. And it's like Juliet, she's just stop talking about Madison. That's what's going on in Juliet's head. um okay, we go back and forth between both Chloe and Amanda scenes, and what's happening with Amanda, she's a part of this contest, and Brandon's there to support her, and her and Brandon afterwards, they go on like this little date, just getting to know each other more and flirting, of course. And then cut to Chloe, she's getting out of surgery that she had and everything like that, and so she's recovering. Um, cut to Garrett. Garrett's working out with his friend, and he's talking about Kelsey, how long they've been together, and how he likes her, and talking about their relationship and how great it's going, and how he wants to be with her. And then talking about the Alex's party and how big his house is and how legendary the parties are, and everything like that. Um, but then we see Kelsey's at work and Alex shows up. He's at the tiki bar, and she makes him his drink. And then they go off to the side and they, talk about the party and how did she enjoy herself because she was the new girl. And she was like, it was a lot, but I enjoyed myself. And they're talking about Garrett and how, yeah, he's a good guy and like he's very reserved and very quiet. And it's like just talking about that whole relationship. Um, Madison, the next day, Madison calls Alex, and she was like, "Hey, do you want to come and visit me at my parents' old house because I was in college when they separated and I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. So do you want to come and see?" And Alex is waking up. Okay, here's my thing. I love sleep. I like sleeping. I'm in a good sleep. Do not wake me up. Don't talk to me. Don't do none of that stuff. And when I wake up, don't talk to me automatically. Don't say good. You can say good morning and all that stuff, but don't try to have a conversation with me because one, I'm still waking up. Okay, my body may be awake, but my brain is still waking up. Okay, so it's like don't try to have a conversation with me. Don't do that. Don't call me when I'm sleeping. text, don't do that. Don't do that because I'm going to ignore it and I'm going to answer it when I wake up. Okay? Don't do that. I love sleeping. Do not interrupt me. And so I was like, girl, no, no. Later on in the day, but not when I'm waking up because I'm not in the mood to do anything. But they go to her old house and they reminisce on past. They talk about how um he snuck in her house and like how um he would come over and how she would sneak out and just reminiscing on the past that they had with each other when they were in a relationship. And then we see Chloe, and they also mention Juliet. Chloe and Paul, they have lunch. And Paul feels bad about what happened with Chloe. He feels bad that she's in this situation. He feels bad that she looks the way that she looks right now with what Amanda did. But then here's the thing. Chloe takes responsibility because she said that my mouth may have, done this. I'm like, girl, you think? And then Paul tells her that, this, has happened before where your mouth has, got you in some situations. And he's trying to tell her, like, hey, you might need to go to therapy to, talk about it. But she is such, Chloe is so annoying. Chloe has a mouth on her. You know, there are people who are all talk and know, like, who are all, all that bark, but it's like you ain't gonna do nothing. That's all they do is talk. They just talk, and their their words, okay, their words speak louder than their actions. The action speaks louder than words. No, her words speak louder than her actions, and she has this mouth of her. She has this smart mouth, and you know what? You keep talking slick. You keep talking, thinking that nobody ain't gonna do nothing, but you gonna run into that one person who you think you can talk slick with, and you're gonna get popped in the face. And Chloe has that type of mouth. And that's what I do not like about her. I don't like people that have a slick mouth like Chloe because you will get popped. And that is what happened. And Amanda, out of all the seasons of Chloe, all 3 seasons that this show has been on, okay, for the past 3 seasons, Chloe has run her mouth multiple times, starting stuff. She has anointed herself as the queen of shit talk. Shit starters, all that stuff. She has anointed herself as that. She has a slick mouth, and nobody has yet to check her on it. None of that, because they're afraid of her. Amanda, past 3 seasons, Amanda is the only one to do something about Chloe's mouth, and that's what she get. You keep talking that slick, somebody gonna pop you in your mouth. And Amanda was the one that popped you in your mouth. Pop you in your nose, I should say. She should have popped you in the mouth, but close enough. You got what you deserve. Do I feel sorry for her? Amanda could have slapped her, tug her hair a little bit, but did she deserve to get punched? Girl, you must have said some other stuff to make her want to punch you in the nose and break your nose, But talk shit, get hit. Talk shit, get hit. And that's what Chloe did. So, and that's what Amanda did. And he's trying to talk her, but he's just speaking to a brick wall at this point. So Kelsey is getting ready for her date with Garrett. They're celebrating their 6-month anniversary, and he takes her to the beach, and they have like a little, picnic or whatever, and they both give each other gifts, and they talk about how they met online, and just reminiscing, and he gets an A for effort, but she would rather be at a restaurant. So then Chloe, Alex, I think. Alex visits Chloe. Alex visits Chloe, and they talk about the whole situation. And they talk about Brandon's party. Chloe says that she's not going because she doesn't want to see Amanda, and it's like, she just doesn't have time for it. And she just she keeps running that mouth. She keeps running that mouth. She keeps trying to be a smart mouth. And Alex is over it. And saying that she needs to be she needs to be a bigger person and talk to Amanda, but Chloe wants to talk to Amanda one-on-one. And so we see Brandon and Amanda talking, okay, because Brandon's birthday's coming up. And then Paul visits Alex and he talks about, and Alex tells him what Chloe said and how she's not going to go to the party. And then Paul tells her, yeah, I had a conversation with her earlier, in the week, but it was like talking to a brick wall. So then they call her and they're like, are you still going to go to the party? No, I'm not going to go to the party. And then she started going off at Paul and Chloe being a smart mouth. And I'm like, oh, I do not like her. I don't like her. I don't like her. This is the second episode. Second episode, and I don't like you. I've been not liked you, but ugh, she's just one of those people that, nope, you wouldn't fly with me. We wouldn't get along because that mouth and her dramatics, no. Mm-mm. So everybody is starting to show up at Brandon's party, and everybody is still talking about the Chloe and Amanda situation. Whose side are you on? Well, Chloe didn't deserve it, but she has a mouth, and so they're whatever with that situation. And so then Alex is around Madison a lot. They're talking, and the camera keeps cutting to Juliet, trying to make her look like she's jealous. And then Alex calls. Alex talks about how when him and Madison were dating, he would call her Bow Queen because she used to bow a lot. And he said she done it in creative ways, and that did not click to me. And I'm like, oh no, no. I don't know if I interpreted it. Might have been something else, but I interpreted it in a way is that she performed acts, y'all get what I'm saying. So that's how I interpret it. I don't know how y'all interpret it, but when he kept saying she was the bow queen and how she kept, creatively, I thought of it as her performing acts with her mouth. So yeah, and you can see that she's getting upset by it, and she's getting very annoyed by it. So then she walks away from Alex, and uh, this show is about to end, but we see Madison and her sister. They are in the jacuzzi, and they talk about the situation, how you could see that Madison was upset. And then Kelsey comes, and they talk about it some more, and she's like, he's not like that when he's with me. And Kelsey was like, when he's, he may be different when y'all two are together, but it's like when he's with his group of friends, he has to put on this act, and then he has money and he thinks that he can get away with this stuff. And I'm like, absolutely, absolutely, 100% true. Absolutely. You hit it on the nail, Kelsey, okay? People act one way towards you when you're alone, but when they're with their group of friends, they want to act like they're all big and, be an asshole and just say things. And it's like, Alex seems like that type of person, and I don't like Alex, as you guys can tell. I don't like him. Um, Not my cup of tea. Do without him. But yeah, that was kind of disrespectful. Like, why would you bring that up? Why would you bring that up? Were you trying to get a reaction? I guess you were. But that was the end of episode 2. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed, because there will be plenty of more reviews for Siesta Key coming up until the season premiere. Season 4 premieres on Wednesday, May 12th. So, we're just getting that in. And then, like I said, Friday is going to be an alternate between Siesta Key and Animal Kingdom, because Animal Kingdom will be coming up in the summer. So I want to get y'all prepared for that before a new season comes out. So, yeah, we'll just be alternating between Siesta Key and Animal Kingdom on Friday. So, hope y'all enjoyed this review for Siesta Key. And I will see y'all Wednesday for Maya's MC review. Boom. All right. I'll see y'all later. Peace, love. Love you guys.